Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Greater Than Golf podcast. I'm Greg Ferrier, and here we are again. John, here's my buddy John.
Yes.
Hey.
Hello, everybody.
So, we've been talking about a couple of things on the Greater Than Golf podcast around mindset, practice, and play, which are the three pillars of Greater Than Golf. And they all really culminate into experiencing the fullness of life. That's really what we're getting at.
Yes.
Greater Than Golf is about how we go about creating a framework for us to be able to experience the fullness of life through a mindset that can continually be transformed, developing intentional and disciplined practice, so that we can enter into an adventurous play.
Yes.
And that adventurous play is where we can put things into it's almost like stacking, like we're layering things. A couple of times you've talked about the stack system around generating more swing speed and that kind of thing. But the idea is to take all of those attributes, be able to continue to move through them so that we're experiencing the fullness of life as we continue to grow, both in wisdom, skill.
Yeah. And today we're going to kind of swirl it all together, make a nice swirl ice cream cone of it.
Oh, yes.
Here in the nice hot summer months.
Yes.
Everybody loves a good swirl ice cream
That's
cone.
for sure. Yeah.
But yeah, so experience lately, I mean, it just seems like we've went through this cycle twice now in the podcast.
Yep.
And even us talking about it and processing through some different things. Last podcast, we talked about the member guest I was part of and how getting back into some competitive.
Yeah.
And how it kind of came to like a little bit of a
moment
of an end that was, not the best, not the story. It's not the storybook ending, not the fairy tale ending that you want.
Can you share that story in like 1 minute? What would be the 1 minute or the 30-second
Well, I mean,
pitch on
competing, just really, really doing well, right?
Yeah,
like,
right.
Getting put in the moments, performing well in those moments until some overconfidence might have taken place and some decisions were made.
You've described that as playing with ego.
I
golf.
think I got into ego golf, right?
Okay.
And we needed an 8, we got a 9. I mean that's on a par 5. A little traumatic, but and so after even talking about that and kind of processing that on the podcast, I decided at the last moment to enter myself into another competitive tournament environment because I've realized again I fell back in love a little bit with the competitive play
because you got a taste of it there.
I got a taste of it.
Yeah.
So it has been interesting to process through the mindset side, and then in the practice side, I think this is interesting because I got a little bit too far into the club head speed. I think I might have overdone it a little bit. I'm like, oh wait, it's not all about, like, it's an important piece of the game, but it's not. I've taken a little bit of a break from that to practice other things because we did talk. Like, I think you said it right. Like maybe that's not the most important thing, and that the indicator is that you probably should be practicing something else.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm just realizing this a little bit is that our conversations, the podcast has guided a bit of my game and how I'm living out the mindset practice and then the play side of things.
Yeah. So I think that's really important to call out is that we are learning things about our own game and about, I guess, as we open up to what is going on through golf in our own games, our own lives, it is beginning to allow us to begin to think about what is it that we're doing?
Yeah.
I guess in one way to put it, because the last time you had even mentioned, hey, I wonder what would happen if Greg actually went out and swung,
Yeah, like
full speed,
full steam. Yeah.
full steam. And I had my own experience where I had a little bit of time at the end of a day and was able to go walk on and just play a few holes as the sun was going down. Right. Mm-hmm. We were I was walked on at Collindale, and there's a par 5 on number 4.
Number 4. Yeah.
I was like, well, let's see how far we can get it down there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just give it a go.
Mm-hmm.
And probably swung the driver harder than I have in maybe the last 4 months, or at least the last time. It's not careful, not just, hey, I'll just try to put it in the middle of the face. It's like, let's just swing away. Mm-hmm. I was thinking about this, with like baseball, is like swing away. Swing away means just go for it. And like we were talking just before, I contact was pretty good, mm-hmm. but it wasn't pure. Mm-hmm. But that was the longest drive I've ever hit on that hole ever.
Right. So I think you said you had 230 yards left. Which means you hit it about 320 yards. I know that hole.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I'm 50. I turned 55 this year. Yeah. So anything for me, I look at averages and stuff, and I'm thinking, well, if I'm hitting past 300, and now realize we are in Colorado.
Yes. Yeah, we are at altitude, guys. If I'm talking my average drive being like 315, if I'm in California, that's not where I'm hitting.
Right. So there's some realistic thinking here, but because of that drive and then my next couple of shots, I was able to birdie that hole. And
yeah, it allowed you to be able to hit a different club than you normally be able to hit.
Right.
Go for it in 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Get really close to the green.
Yeah.
If not on it, but really close. Yeah. And
then get up and down pretty quickly for a birdie, which I haven't done on that hole. Usually I'm hitting it in that giant cottonwood or whatever. Yeah. But pretty fantastic result, and sort of like, oh, well, here is something where if I can free my mind, so transforming how I'm thinking about things, mm-hmm. I've put into practice some things because I had been working on my drive, just putting it into the middle of the face position, some other fundamentals, where's ball position, those kinds of things in my feet, etc. But then being able to go out and do adventurous play, it's like experimenting and going, hey, let's swing away and see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I love that for you, and I want to see it. Like I want to be a witness. But I think you're the permission that now you kind of have in a way for yourself,
right?
To just kind of like swing free.
It's awesome. And I think that's part of experiencing the fullness of life. I realize that's just on the golf course, but there is something that frees you. And it's like, man, that was fun.
Well, and there's a certain risk too.
Oh, sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're freeing yourself to take some risks.
Yeah.
And if we're going on in the world, like out in life, if you're just always playing it safe and never taking risks, I mean, you're limiting your potential and what's possible for you.
Right. Yeah.
If you're just playing it safe off the tee on all the par 5s and not giving your chance to swing away and get the ball down there to the chance to give for it in 2, you're definitely limiting your possibilities.
Yeah.
Like I try to play par 5s like they're par 4s.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think I birdie sometimes, like I get 4s somewhat often, but most of the time they'll end up with a par.
Yeah.
By playing them like a par 4.
Yeah.
It depends on the par 5. I mean, there's certain par 5s like number 16 at Southridge.
Yeah. Right.
It is a very, very.
It's a weird hole.
Yeah, it is a weird hole. That's pretty much a dedicated layup hole. There are times you can go for it, but you have to hit a really specific tee shot.
It's very targeted, right?
Yeah, that super risky tee shot
because it can bounce right and go into the ravine.
Yeah,
yeah.
So I don't say that for all par 5s, but the ones at Collindale are mostly straight away. And if you get it down there, you have a chance to go for it in 2.
Yeah. Yeah. So the thing is, though, is talking about being able to free your mind or set your mindset to something else because of what you know, because of what you've practiced, being humble in that practice by saying, I wonder if, or you go and try some things based on what it is that you know about yourself because you've been paying attention. All of the things that we've been talking about in previous episodes and being able to go out with a set of taking some risk. And that's what we mean by adventurous play. You go out there and
That's a part of it.
Part of
that
it.
is a part of adventurous plays
Right.
is allowing yourself to take some risks.
Yeah.
But and be creative.
Yeah.
And
And the cool part about it is having a culture of people around, like having you, John, say, dude, I would love to see you just swing away. And I'm like, I wonder what that would be like. You have some people around you that encourage or help give guidance or whatever it is. That I think that helps to you create these relationships, and there's these other places where I feel like there's something. You mentioned the potential to be able to move forward. You had talked about that, some potential in another one of your students.
Yeah,
last time.
for sure.
So the thing that I want to get to, though, is you had an experience at a tournament recently.
Yeah. It was actually a 4th of July tournament. It was they call it's a firecracker. That's what the tournament is. And it's really just amateur golf. Like, it is a handicap tournament, but it's really it's a competitive. Everybody's playing with their USGA. So you go in with whatever your SGA is.
Yeah.
You turn your score, and then it's a net payout.
Yeah.
So it evens the playing field quite a bit. You're playing against higher skilled and some less precision golfers, right? But so you're kind of get to compete with everybody somewhat fairly.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as handicaps are pretty accurate.
Yeah.
But it is competitive golf is competitive golf. It puts you in situations, and there's some pressure there.
Yeah. So you've told us what maybe the framework of what the tournament was. Can I ask why? What inspired you to be able to, or to want to go play?
Well, it was there was some unresolved after the last tournament I played, it all building up to that and just not coming out, the outcome not being what I really want it to be, is I accept the outcome, and I wanted to learn from it and put myself back in it to see if I could, improve, do better this time.
Yeah.
And it's a stroke play tournament too. And I think it was on a podcast episode that we tried to record but didn't make it.
Oh.
It didn't record.
Right.
I talked about the, going out and playing stroke play and that being an ultimate form of feedback.
Yeah. True.
There's no gimmies.
Right.
Usually these tournaments, the greenskeepers amp them up a little bit and make the greens slippery and put the pin placements in the locations that are not the most forgiving.
Yeah.
So yeah, it definitely, going out and playing a casual round, there's always a little gray area of just tap it in, unless you're really holding yourself disciplined to play everything out. It's not as much of a test. It just is not as, it doesn't give you the same pressure and I guess not as firm feedback, I guess.
Yeah. So when you mentioned something unresolved.
Yeah. I felt that I had, came up short a little bit
during that member guest.
And I dreamed about it. I played that shot in my, the 60 yard, which shot that was needed to be hit over the bunker at the flag. Well, I hit it over the bunker at the flag. I could have played it out to the right and been fine.
Right. Yeah.
Like that hole, I've replayed in my mind a few times, and I wanted a new story.
You wanted a new story. The counselor in me is churning.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I wanted to put myself in another situation, put a man in a fight he can win in a way. Like I wanted to see if I could get in a fight again and come out at least not having nightmares about the outcome.
Right. Totally get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to see, I wanted to see again if I could pass a little bit of the test.
So would you say that in that member guest tournament, the idea there was an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Some ego golf kind of took over.
Yeah.
And so there was a 9, and you guys ended up
out of the money,
out of the money, out of the thing.
Yeah.
So in some ways, being able to say, would you call it? And I would say it's not ego golf that makes you want. That's not the objective around coming into the tournament. It was more of, all right, we learned something. So there's some mindset work going on there.
Yeah.
Based on what you've learned, there's already a skill set that is acquired in order to execute on that type of shot, but also just in your game. And so now you have an opportunity to bring it into another environment in which to play.
Yeah, and it's also practice some decision making. I know we haven't talked that as much.
Yeah.
But like you get put in situations and you got to evaluate your options and make decisions, and that leads to hopefully the overall best possible outcome.
Yeah.
But how much risk you take on in those, and we can talk about, like, I have a few shots I want to talk about.
Yeah.
We're talking specific.
Right.
Spoiler alert. I mean, I won the tournament.
Right.
I came out on top, but it didn't start out that way.
Yeah.
Like I had to play a full 18 holes. So the first, I bogeyed the first 3, parred the 4th, bogeyed the 5th. Like I was scrambling. I was struggling at first, and it was like it wasn't that my skill set wasn't there. It was like everything that could go wrong would go wrong.
Yeah. So when you say you were struggling, when you were talking about some of those holes in the beginning, it's like it didn't sound to me as if the outcome might have said, okay, well, bogey, struggling, maybe score wise. However, there were some conditions around what was going on, and so I think
totally
around what
so those bogeys. I mean, I say struggling. Those bogeys were success.
Yeah, so that's an important distinction right there.
Yeah,
right.
Those bogeys, I could have taken them, and because I was playing with some like a 5. We had a group of 5, and there were some guys that were like on it, like right away, had a really good start. Especially one guy in particular.
Yeah,
he's par, birdie, like par, like, and he's got a higher handicap than me, so I'm playing against his handicap.
Yeah.
I very well had, like, I could have just been like, well, just not my day.
Yeah.
And I saw some other guys do this, like missed the short putt and hockey puck it around. So a 2 putt ends up being a 3 putt, ends up being a 4 putt. Like these greens were slick, and the holes were in places with slope. So a putt tap in is not really a tap in.
Yeah.
And they have to be holed. Like you're playing them all the way out.
Yeah.
So I saw this multiple times. Guys just like get frustrated. Boom, 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 boom.
Sure.
A bogey turns into a triple bogey.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're really like, I saw what should have been a bogey for a guy turned into a 9, which I resonate with from previous experience. And that was the same guy that was parring when I was bogeying in the beginning.
I feel like I probably could identify with that guy. You start off well, and then
Oh yeah,
oh,
I mean,
yeah, now we're off
I've
on
done it too.
Yeah.
So you don't. I don't think there's anything, but what happened in that was frustration took over.
right.
He got
Yeah.
he got out of it.
Yeah.
He got taken out of it by one thing or another. I don't know what it was exactly for him. I mean, I think there was just some bad breaks.
Sure.
Like, and I can like on the second hole of the tournament, my drive hit it really well.
Yeah.
It ends up somehow right in front of the tree that had a low front hanging branch. And that's the only thing that it had off it. I could barely get underneath the thing to hit the ball.
Yeah.
Like punched the ball up out. I'm like, okay, well, that was really bad luck. I'm like, is that this? And I'm in my head, I'm like, is this how today's going to go?
Yeah. Right.
And then when I punch it out, it goes into a divot in the fairway. And I'm like, and like not just any divot, like a deep divot that is like not like a divot that somebody normally just like hit with a club.
Sure.
Somehow somebody dug a hole
Somebody dug a hole in
and
the middle
didn't fill it and didn't I don't know if it was made by a club or what, but it was about like not wide enough for my club to fit down into to even get the ball out, right?
Yeah.
So basically had
Weird.
to blade the thing.
Yeah.
And it bounces weird out of the divot
Sure.
into the greenside bunker with a lie that's below my feet. I can barely get into the bunker with my feet.
So you just can't get a break
out.
here.
So I just can't get a break. But I stayed. I was like, no, okay, I'm all right. Like let's just go through it here. And I end up hitting a really good bunker shot to like a foot and have a bogey.
Yeah. So we really quick before you go on to the next one, you say when you're saying, all right, we're just gonna, what's going through your head around, when we're talking about mindset and those kinds of things? You mentioned we're okay. We let's just go. Let's go here.
Yeah, it is some internal self confidence encouragement trying to like be like to keep the, maybe it's the cortisol, like
Sure.
the biochemicals in check, so that I don't just my nervous system doesn't go into fight or flight, and all of a sudden don't have body control.
Yeah.
Like gripping, if I could see myself gripping the club too tightly with that bunker shot and end up blading it
Sure.
to kingdom come.
Yeah.
And not like and just really leading to a blow up because of frustration. So there is some mindset in there of like, it's just the second hole.
Yeah.
We're okay. There's a lot of golf left to be played. You got this, in a way.
Yeah.
Like trust your swing, trust your body here to know what it needs to do to hit this bunker shot.
So when you say trust and even some self-talk around you got this, I'm going to imagine that that's because you've been able to do that before. There's some evidence, or there is some practice, or there are some other kinds of things. It's not like you just walk in and...
And I mean, I guess if you want to... The honest is before that I got into that mindset is I did have a reaction from the last couple of shots that went on.
Sure.
I let myself go for a second before I got like focused on the bunker shot.
Yeah.
To let some anger off and happen.
And maybe that's okay.
Cause bottling up all inside is a thing, like is not
Sure.
the most, like that biochemical there, like there's going to be some different things going on. So there was some reaction to the prior couple of circumstances.
Yeah.
If you want to see a bunch of grown men act like infants and toddlers and throw fits, go to the golf course, especially in a tournament.
Or I could say watch the World Cup.
Or maybe watch the World Cup. But like there is a piece of it, and I did have a reaction, but then I got back in.
Yeah.
And I was able to focus on that shot internally, self-regulate a bit, have some confidence, execute.
Well, execute and end up having a bogey be described as success.
Yeah. Like I was actually really happy after that bogey.
Yeah. And then, so that's putting some context around the reality of the outcomes. Yeah.
Things still weren't on board yet. Like I wasn't in full performance mode and I blocked the next shot to the right and had a bogey on the next hole. And like there was still some calming, like some getting into my body and getting into the game and really letting my body be able to do what it knows how to do.
Yeah.
Like that didn't happen automatically. It definitely took until almost 6 holes, like the 6th hole of the tournament to play some embodied, like present, like perform golf. Like I knew what I was doing.
Some embodied present golf.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah. Interesting. I mean, it is, that's just kind of it. And then I did have an opportunity later on. Like there was an opportunity on the 17th hole of the tournament.
Yeah.
It's par 3. I'd really been doing well and had the more than confident, but just playing like and having fun with it.
Yeah.
And hitting some really good shots.
Yeah.
Give myself a chance at birdies. Not making all of them. Made a couple.
Yeah.
But mostly when you give yourself a chance at birdie, then par is a pretty good, like a pretty easy outcome.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So pars were happening when I had the great chances at birdie. A couple of birdies happened, and then comes the 17th hole, and I know my score in my head. I'm like, okay, I know where I'm at a little bit. I know I have a chance here to be pretty competitive in this tournament. I don't know that I'm going to win it.
Yeah.
Because there's not an active scoreboard.
Right.
But I just like have an internal sense of like, okay, this is now.
Yeah.
Like, par out. Just like, let's just get home. Let's just get to the clubhouse at this point.
Right. Right. Yeah.
At that point, like I kind of got out of the performance mode and got into like, let's get to the clubhouse mode in a way.
Okay.
Which is not like, I wish I would have maybe just stayed in the ethereal, like, I'm just playing golf.
Yeah.
Really well. But I swear I nearly like I had to hit a pitching wedge on a par 3 downhill. Like it shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah.
But I swear I nearly missed the ball. It goes right, ends up on the very front of the green on the right side. The pin's on the very back of the green on the left side.
Yeah.
This is it's 17th hole for me at the tournament, but it's number 15
at Southridge. Right. Yeah.
So that par 3. And I have like this crazy 70, 80 foot putt that looks like, to me, for standing down at the bottom of that green, looking at the pin up at the top, it looks like I'm climbing a mountain all of a sudden. Like that pin looks really far away.
Yeah.
I think it's just probably the circumstance and maybe some adrenaline and some different perspective of it. Like I probably could have just paced it off and been like, this is a 50-foot putt, just hit it.
Sure.
But I hit it too hard. Like I got maybe carried away in the moment, hit it way too hard. It goes to the very back corner of the green, off the green. So then I'm like, oh.
So we're kind of coming where you started a little bit.
A little full circle.
Yeah.
Back to the opportunity, like to either play smart.
Yeah.
Like an overconfident shot would have been, the putt would have been like go at the hole. Is a downhill putt. You know, if it goes past the hole.
Yeah.
If I chose a line that was like direct at the hole and hit it like firm-ish.
Yeah.
like more than enough just to keep it on line to get there. Because if
Yeah.
you don't hit a putt like that one firm, it's not going
Yeah.
to stay on line. It's going to drift off.
Right. Right.
So if I'm trying to make it for a par, I have a very big chance of going back down to where I came from.
Right. Yeah.
And then big numbers come into play.
Yeah.
So I was able to I was able to pull myself in that moment, make a decision.
Yeah.
I babied it down for the 2-putt.
Yeah.
And at that point, a 2-putt was success.
Bogey.
Two-putt
Bogey was success.
Yes.
Yeah.
Instead of,
Something, whatever the other.
And then, and so 2-putt was a success. Go to the final hole, just like so happy that I made the bogey. I piped my drive down there.
Yeah.
Hit the ball by the hole, 2-putt for a par.
Yeah.
And made it to the clubhouse. And I was just like,
Right.
like, I was ecstatic
Yeah.
at getting the bogey.
Yeah.
And it helped me perform and get back in to like performance golf mode for the last hole of the tournament to close it out.
Well, congratulations
On the bogey.
on the bogey.
Yeah. Thanks.
So to tie this up, I think a little bit is to end on how we bring an experience like that into how we experience the fullness of life. A round of 18 holes with bogeys feeling like success, because there are some, maybe you could call it bad luck or whatever it is you want to call it, from what you described, but being able to have a moment, but also being able to have confidence. It's not an arrogant confidence. It's just a confidence in what it is that you have learned, what you're able to execute on, where you're able to
I'd
enter
say that's more of like instead of confidence, I almost just call it a trust.
Yeah.
Trust in the process, trust in your body's ability to do what you're asking it to do.
Yeah.
See it, feel it, trust it type of mentality of like, all right, we've put in, we're going through the right routine, the mindset, keeping the right things in the right places there.
Yeah.
Internally, mentally, we're doing the right, we've practiced up to this point and we've put the right things into practice so that we get out here and we can have some adventurous play.
Yeah.
And have all these things really swirl into the nice little ice cream cone.
That's right. If only life was just as easy as a little serve it up into a swirl. The beauty of that, though, is how we think about experiencing the fullness of the match, which is ups, downs, knowing success is both birdie and bogey. But one thing that you mentioned I thought was really important was entering two things, really. Entering back into process, which is a mechanism of what you've learned to build upon the trust that you have, but also giving yourself a moment. Now there are safe, different ways to think about giving ourselves a moment when things are not great. We were talking the other day about sometimes you're just driving in the car and it's like, man, I just would love a win because life is just.
I feel like when we get into our age, and maybe there's other people that just win all the time. Like I haven't met too many of them. That like just feel like they're always winning.
Yeah. It's probably just a season. Moment.
It's probably a season. I find that there's very like maybe I don't put myself in an opportunity for it. I'm not really sure. But man, when you get to our age, we don't get the soccer matches as much that we play it on a team to win, or a basketball team to play on a team to win, like the athletics we played when we were young. It is nice. It is nice to have an opportunity to feel like you won.
Feel like you won. Well, and that's the hard part about what we're talking about here with greater than golf is sometimes, whether it's on the golf course or even running a business, or for me, even at work, on my 9 to 5 job, or quite frankly, even going fishing with my son the other day, it was just like, man, I'm not catching anything. I just need one. Like, can I just get a win?
One's a win.
One's a win. I don't know. But there are times and seasons and sometimes even extended periods where, yeah, I do remember moments of just driving in the car going, man, all we need is, can we just get a win? And feeling at a loss for what it is, and even in my head around, what is it that I trust? I don't even know what to trust. So you get in those moments where, and I think that's where you're at risk of all of us getting out and giving up.
Yeah.
Rather than, do I have confidence or trust to get myself back into a place to where I can get into some process, whatever that is, because it's been trusted before.
Yeah. I mean,
give yourself the potential or the opportunity.
Yeah. And I don't think it has to be a competitive tournament.
Right.
I mean, we were just talking about this. Like, I went out and played this morning.
Yeah.
And I have a kind of a new, like, I feel really good out there right now.
Yeah.
But I did have one shot that was like, I don't even remember the rest of the round.
Yeah.
Really, I played well. But I had the shot that we talked about, like the pure, it was a pitching wedge, 140 yards.
Yeah.
I just pulled my drive so far left that I was in the other Hills fairway. I was on 11.
Yeah.
Pulled my drive so far left. Luckily far enough left that I had a shot around a big old cottonwood tree. At the flag of the hole I was supposed to be playing on. And man, the perfect yardage for a full pitching wedge. Take the swing, and then I don't know who swung the club at that point. I watched the ball fly.
A bit of an outer body kind of thing.
And it's just like, oh wow. And it just goes right through like this window in the cotton, like the between boughs of cottonwood, and flies at the flag, and then just drops about 3 feet in back of the flag and spins to a foot. And I was like, like the tuning fork went off. I'm just like,
yeah,
whoa, that was a win. Like I
that
didn't
was
win the tournament.
Isn't that the beautiful thing? We mentioned this because you were telling that story a little bit before. Is the beautiful thing about a win sometimes is it almost surprises us. It's almost a surprise. And what comes with that is, in my mind, is the word wonder. That's where wonder comes in. It's like whatever that shot is, and we talk about that as a golf shot, and that tuning fork moment where everything just seems pure, or it's like, man, who hit that? It's so beautiful and full of wonder because the act of the ball flight, the feeling in your body with the contact with the ball, all of that is just full of wonder.
They call it pure for
joy.
a reason. You
Oh
know?
yeah. And I feel like that is a physical, visceral expression on the golf course, but we can have that in other parts of our lives too.
Yeah. And like this part, one thing I teach too is like, what do we want? Like, what are we really trying to get out of this golf swing? And like, well, I really just want like solid, square impact.
Yeah.
Like, so how do we do that? Like, how can we get to, how can we more often get to just solid square impact? And I think that's it's another podcast, but it's like, how can we have that in our lives too? There's like, we're using the right swing, the effective, we're going to put ourselves in right positions, effective positions to get to not interfere with and to get back to solid square impact.
And that is a culmination, if we call it the stack or the layers of what we are calling the ongoing transition or transformative mindset, practice, play, experiencing the fullness of life. There's some humility that gets played in there, but they're integrated where we have a mindset and we have a practice and we have play, because we're in this continual process and it's always building, it's always gaining in wisdom, and then being able to go put that out in the world to play with a bit of risk, some adventure,
and a lot of joy,
and so much joy.
Yeah, wonder, joy, all those good things.
So keep hanging in there with us, because that's the adventure that we're on. You know, seeking joy.
Thanks for tuning in. It's been a good one.
Yeah,
it's been a blast. If you're listening, it's been fun doing it. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
And we haven't even mentioned it, I think, on the podcast, but we do have a website.
Oh yes,
it is. It is greater than .golf.
We have an Instagram,
and we have a Facebook. Yep. So you should like and subscribe. If that is the journey we'd like to get this thing going so we can do it more.
So we can do this more, and so that when we begin to have opportunities for folks to come and join us, folks to come and join us here in Colorado,
go on some
or up in the
adventures.
mountains, and go do adventuring with each other and share in the joy.
Yeah. So like, subscribe so we can tell you about it, and you can hopefully sign up.
Yeah.
Play with us.
Sweet. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks.